Hello, everybody. This is Stedman Rants. I figured I'd do an introduction video since I kind of just started doing YouTube videos and doing a channel and all that good stuff. So I think for what I'm trying to do with this channel, the best way to do that would just be to describe myself politically. Um, so that requires a bit of a background. As I've mentioned in another video, I was raised in a Catholic household, but am, uh, for all intents and purposes, atheistic now. Um, but, I grew up in a well-to-do white household in Vermont, so I have that background, I guess. I went to boarding school for high school. I went to public school for 1 year, um, my first freshman year, and then I went away to boarding school and started over. So I had 2 freshman years, which was kind of rough, but I'm a big guy, so I didn't get picked on too much, um, which was always kind of going for me growing up. Like, I was always a nerd, but big enough that I could get away with it. I wasn't like scrawny. You couldn't push me around. Um, so that's good. But anyway, I then went to a very liberal college, um, and that's I don't know. I wasn't overtly political for a long time. I pretty much only watched the Colbert Report and Daily Show, and that was the extent of my political news or awareness. And I guess like NBC before Jeopardy when I was home. Um, but then after years of being at this very liberal college and just being like, something is terribly wrong here. There's 3 different leadership conferences for like women of like LGBTQ women of color this semester, and that seems wrong. I just really noticed how there was a women's center but not a men's center, and there was black student union but not a white student union, and all these like leadership events, and things that were for certain groups only, um, and even the curriculum. You had to take a certain amount of diversity courses. You had to take one course that was about European culture, um, or maybe non-Europe. That's what it was. It was non-Western. You had to do a non-Western course, and then one that was like pretty much non-white. Um, a lot of race relations classes, that kind of thing. Um, anyway, so all that kind of bugged me. And then there were those like big events. Well, I say big events, but those kind of landmark events in the hashtag skeptosphere, like the mattress girl. They did a mattress um, march on my campus. I saw it, and I remember having like not really knowing what it was all about at the time. Um, and so then I kind of, I'd been big on like atheist stuff, watching a lot of Christopher Hitchens videos, Sam Harris, Richard Dawkins, Lawrence Krauss, um, and their kind of debates and stuff. So I was already on YouTube, just kind of in that, like the whole religious debate. And then I don't remember exactly how, but I think Sargon was my first like YouTuber uh, in this kind of sphere that I got into, and then it was like dominoes. I'm I've watched a lot of Bearing and Vernaculus and Dr. Randomer Cam, and pretty much all the regular characters in that quote community. Um, and so that's kind of I I'm not conservative. I don't think I was always left leaning. Like I said, I was kind of a SNL, Colbert Report, Daily Show guy, and I'm still socially liberal. I'm pro-choice, and I'll probably make a video about that soon. I am pro-gay marriage. I'm pretty libertarian in a lot of ways. I like some social programs, though, so cause I'm gonna immediately contradict myself on the libertarian thing. Uh, but and that's still something I'm kind of figuring out, like how much welfare there should be and which social programs there should be. But I'm generally a pretty live and let live guy. Yeah, but then I come down on the conservative side when it comes to free speech, when it comes to constitutionalism. I think I'm pretty into, you know, I like the Constitution, uh, so that works well. I am very pro-American. I am pretty patriotic. I'm not one of those America-hating leftists. Um, so yeah, and then I'm also, I'm a big sci-fi guy, for what it's worth. I like pop culture stuff, and I'll probably talk about that too on this channel. I read like Star Wars and Halo novels, for example. Watch a lot of movies. But as far as politics goes, when it comes to sci-fi, I'm really interested and concerned about AI and just how automation is going to affect our economy. Like what happens when all sectors of labor are outsourced to non-humans, and what things will look like, what the class divide will look like, especially, and how we'll keep things going when we don't need to work, but some people will. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, other things I'll probably talk about is just kind of general philosophical stuff, and maybe do some recommendations for movies and books and whatever. So yeah, this is going to be a channel for me to air my thoughts, and hopefully people will find it interesting. If not, that's okay, because this is also just kind of a fun exercise for me. So yeah, that's all for now. I'm just starting, so I'm probably going to make a couple videos a day for a little bit, just because I got a lot of pent up stuff to say, and then I'll probably solidify into a more regular schedule. Yeah, have a wonderful evening, and bye.